The DraftKings Sunday night divisional round preview of the LA Rams and the Chicago Bears.
Jay, I cannot wait for this kickoff, right? Both teams had comeback victories in the wildcard round. They are hyped for this matchup. Two high-powered offenses that should keep the ball moving. I'm looking for an emphasis on the ground game. It is cold in Chicago.
DraftKings Sportsbook is the place to bet on touchdowns, and new customers can bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the app and use the promo code when you...
He's the best. Many years, the Blackhawks games, if it's a big Chicago moment, that's the national anthem. Jim Cornelison, nothing like him. Story one tonight, the weather, not the coldest playoff game ever at Soldier Field, but it's frigid. Temperature in the teens. Feels like in the single digits. Snow showers and flurries for the next hour and a half or so. The winds will be a bigger factor the later we get in the game. In the middle of it all, our reporters, we have both sidelines covered. Haley Hartung with the Bears in a minute. First, Melissa Stark on the team from LA dealing with the cold. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, Mike. Yes, the Rams practiced all week long in temperatures in the low 80s. That's almost 70 degrees warmer than it is here tonight. Head coach Sean McVay telling us, we've talked about the weather, we're prepared for it. But it's only a big deal if you make it one. The Rams traveled with over 2,000 pounds of cold weather gear, including wetsuits, thermal layers, and capes. They have plenty of hot chocolate and chicken broth down here on the sideline. Matthew Stafford and Davante Adams both have experience playing in the cold and know exactly what they like to wear. For Matthew, he has a scuba top under his jersey to keep his core warm. Davante has a special jersey with a hand warmer built into it. And get this, some of the Rams have put cayenne pepper in their socks. Yes, just like this one that you can buy at the grocery store. I'm told it brings heat and it keeps the blood flowing, Kelly. Whatever works.
Yeah, absolutely, Melissa. This weather is nothing new in Chicago, but the Bears say the biggest difference between this team and the one with just 5 wins a season ago is a single word, and that's belief. Belief that as long as there is time left on the clock, they are never out of the fight. This past Saturday, trailing the Packers by 18 at the half, Ben Johnson didn't see a deficit. He saw an opportunity. He told his players, "We'll turn this into a game we'll never forget." And they did exactly that. Quarterback Caleb Williams says that win was no fluke, and it's not about being lucky. He feels he is the best in those moments because of the way he's prepared to be in those moments. Now, after 7 dramatic fourth quarter comeback wins, this Bears team has proven they are resilient and they will battle until that clock hits 0. No matter how cold it is out here, Mike.
You got it, Kaylee. Ben Johnson's used to it, loves Bears weather. He and Sean McVay, both 39 years old. Year 1 for Ben, year 9 for Sean, who's coaching his 15th playoff game here tonight. The winner goes to Seattle next Sunday to face the top seed, the Seahawks, to see who will represent the NFC in Super Bowl 60. Congratulations to the Broncos and the Patriots as well, still on that road to Santa Clara. The scene is set for the final game of the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax. The Rams won the toss, deferred. Bears get the ball first. Wish you could be here with us.
Thanks for liking the live.
Since you're not, settle in, soak up Soldier Field before kickoff of this divisional playoff game. Ethan Evans will kick it off. Bears have twin receivers back in Devin Duvernay and Josh Blackwell. Snow flurries coated the field a little bit over the last 20 minutes, so a blower came out to clear off some of that snow.
Hey, F250. Yeah, long wait time. Well, thanks for the heart, me.
It'll be Duvernay from the 10 to start it. Duvernay hit once, but goes for some free space. Gets to the 37 with a shot.
Oh, thanks for the beer.
Caleb Williams, shout out mom, DeAndre Swift. Georgia. DJ Moore.
Thank
Maryland.
you.
Romo Dunze, Washington.
Colton Loveland, Michigan.
Colt Komet, Notre Dame.
Joe Tooney, NC State.
Jordan McFadden, Clemson.
Drew Dahlman, Stanford.
Jonah Jackson, Springton Lake. Darnell Wright, Tennessee.
And right there's the massive story. Joe Tooney moves from left guard, where he's an all-pro, to left tackle because of the injury to Ozzie Trapillo late last week. And Jordan McFadden, the left guard, has played 3 snaps on offense in the last 2 years. So watch the left side of the Bears line. It begins with the 37. Williams looks to throw right away. First throw, DJ Moore into Rams territory. All the way to the 28-yard line. That's a pickup of 35 to open for Chicago.
Big moment in the game. You start with the pitch and you go misdirection. Absolutely.
It's going pretty good. How about yours?
DJ Moore, who's been Mr. Heroic for this Bears offense over the last month. And boy, what a way to start for the Chicago Bears.
Number 28. DeAndre Swift for the first time. Punishing run. Ball comes out at the back end of it. Was he down? 23. The initial indication is that the ball was down and no fumble. Here's Sean Hockley, the referee. We'll look at it as Nate Landman brought him down and the elbow was down before the ball comes out. Gain of 5.
I'll tell you what, Mike, Jordan McFadden, who you were just talking about, the new left guard, just made a heck of a block on that one. So at least we know he can run block.
3 receivers in. Williams crossing through the hands. And a big hit on Romo Dunze at the goal line. Incomplete. Cameron Kitchens may have prevented a touchdown.
That looked like a touchdown to me as it was coming out of Caleb Williams' hands, and Dunze is going to make the cut.
Well, thanks for liking the live.
Right through his arms. And so many times, Mike, when you get in these cold weather games, you want to catch it against your body, and it's out of character for these guys. They should just go ahead and extend the hands with those gloves.
So now 3rd and 5 for Chicago. Run it inside, and Swift only gains a yard or so. Kobe Turner, the captain of that defense, with the stop. Ben Johnson often goes for it in these 4th down situations. At least they'll keep the offense out for a look. Wind at this end at the moment is blowing into the Bears offense, but it swirls a lot in this stadium.
Right down the line, trying to keep them from running the football out of here.
4th and 3. Bears going. Williams throwing too high. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant got it back in his own 2. DJ Moore trying to punch it out on the way. He's down at the 15-yard line. And the Rams, as Caleb Williams grabbing at his finger coming off the field. Come away with the ball. So Chicago had it down there. Missed touchdown catch by Odunze at the goal line. And the 4th down pick thrown by Caleb Williams. Rams will take over. No score.
Intuit TurboTax presents Now This is a Game Changer. With a touchdown run by DeAndre Swift and touchdown passes from Caleb Williams to Olamide Zaccheaus and DJ Moore, the Bears rallied to beat the Packers last week, their first playoff win at home in 15 years. And with TurboTax, now taxes is filing confidently with a local expert right on your home turf at our new TurboTax stores. Intuit TurboTax, proud sponsor of the NFL.
You've earned this, so hold it up high.
Sorry, I can't show the commercials.
You might not be related, but you're still family. You don't just give an extra hand. You give your whole heart and a whole lot of muscle. Because it feels good to raise up the community that raised you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the markable fighter.
When a shopping cart smashed my headlight, we worried we'd have to fight to get paid for such a small claim.
And life would revolve around the shopping cart. ever happened, Geico got it fixed fast.
Soup time. It feels good to get going again. It feels good to Geico.
Quiet time means delivery time. And when I check out with Pays, my actual card number stays hidden from the restaurant. Pays is for my banks and credit unions.
What if we...
And my card numbers stay up to date automatically.
Delivery! So even if I can't find a quiet room.
Did you say party vacuum?
At least I can keep checkout easy.
Pays, online checkout offered by banks and credit unions.
Get ready for Bad Bunny at the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show. And follow along to his music with lyrics translation on Apple Music. Tune in February 8th on NBC.
Tonight's 4K Skycam coverage is delivered by Walmart Plus. Chris, that interception on fourth down. Caleb Williams also hits his hand along the way of that pass.
The returner right there, and his hand came right in, and then a blow to the head as well. We'll ask Terry about in just a minute.
Rams take over their own 15 with Matthew Stafford. First time to the air, incomplete. Puka Nacua was crossing. Terry, should that have been a blow to the head?
Yeah, Mike, I believe it is. Forcible contact to the head and neck area is a foul for roughing the passer. Now, certainly that forcible is subjective. The officials on the field didn't think it was. I believe that it is. It should have been a foul, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Intercepted by the Rams, and they really netted about 7 yards out of the fourth down spot where the Rams took over at the 15. Stafford facing 2nd and 10. Again to the air, 5 in the pattern. It's Nacua and Puka to the 3-yard line for the first down. Man, led the NFL in receptions. 2nd in yards. Gets going early like he did in the wild card round.
So much about Puka Nacua is his ability to be brave. When you're running that fast across the middle of the field against zone defenses, you know you're going to get whacked. But for Matthew Stafford, he knows who the most reliable guy is on the football field for him. What a season it has been for Puka Nacua.
Replays, 3 pass attempts. Stafford for Kyrie Williams, incomplete. Let's meet the Rams offense here.
Matthew Stafford, Georgia. Kyrie Williams, Notre Dame. Devontae Adams, Fresno State.
Puka Nacua,
Tarkanian Middle School. Tyler Higbee, Western Kentucky. Colby Parkinson, Stanford. Albert Jackson, Iowa. Steve Avila, TCU. Coleman Shelton, Washington. Kevin Dawson, Louisiana. Warren McClendon Jr., Georgia.
Dotson's back in the lineup. Missed the last 3 games with an ankle. It's a boost for the best offense in the league. Most points, most yards, and exceeded their averages in Charlotte last week. 2nd and 10. Staying aggressive, staying in the air. And it's a first half for Whittington. He comes back from injury to return to the lineup, and another gain of 15 for a first down.
What a difference it makes to have Kevin Dotson. We talk about this guy right here as a run blocker, but we're already seeing it in pass protection. So far, Stafford really has had nothing in his lap whatsoever, and that simply is going to have to change if the Chicago Bears are going to hang in this game.
There is the right guard in his 6th year, former Steeler. First run of the game. Kyren Williams weaving for about 6 yards against the Chicago defense.
Isaiah Sweat, Mississippi State. Brady Jarrett, Clemson. Ron Dexter, Florida. Austin Booker, University of Kansas. DeMarco Jackson, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Tremaine Edmonds, Virginia Tech. LaShawn Wright, Laney College. Kyler Gordon, University of Washington. Jaquan Brisker, Penn State. Kevin Byard, Middle Tennessee State. Jalen Johnson, Fresno, California.
Keep an eye on Brisker. Came up gingerly, flexing his right knee a couple of plays ago. But the Bears defense, they give up a lot of yards, they give up a lot of points, but they lead the league in takeaways, 33, lead the league in picks, 23. And it's not a timeout taken. Sean McVay did the full sprint probably had a combine-worthy time on this 20.
Timeout by the offense. It's a 30-second timeout.
As he ran down the Rams sideline to get a timeout.
That's also how he got his plantar fasciitis earlier this year, though. Right. You know, he's approaching 40. What's he coming up next Saturday?
Yes.
Something like that? So
That's it.
it has been something. Right now, Mike, I think that early on, we're seeing the size of this Rams offensive line coming into play. Already the Bears on that last sequence there had put another linebacker in the game. They like to play nickel, but if you can't stop the run, you're going to have to go bigger. And Akbar Bamiga in there now.
Gives more time to the MVP, presumptive MVP of the league. 46 touchdowns, led the league. Playoff start number 12, the former #1 pick. Hands it to Kyron Williams, and off the edge, the Bears get there with Deshaun Wright. Before third down coming up.
Like, it's exactly what we saw them do last week when they got behind the Packers. They started sending these corners and safeties off the edge to try and create some havoc in the background. They're really just not big enough, strong enough to hold on, so you're going to have to see Dennis Allen come up with some creative stuff here.
Third and 3, Bears bring 4, Nacua first down. So Nacua, the motion man, so good in space. They have such a connection. Stafford and Nacua, first down, Los Angeles.
Well, just a phenomenal season this year. 1,715 yards, 10 touchdowns, 129 catches. And we've got him graded out in our system as the #1 player in the NFL. This guy has simply been phenomenal with some of the catches, the clutch moments, even a defensive play last week when he knocked down what would have been an interception.
An offensive player of the year level season for sure. Kyron Williams stretching to the right, finds the crease to the 36-yard line. The pickup of nearly 8 yards on first down for the fourth-year back out of Notre Dame, who ran for 1,252 yards.
Right here is Dotson, and it makes such a huge difference. He's a huge man, 330 plus pounds, and he really didn't block anybody in particular. It was just a wave that came led by Dotson over there, and an 8-yard run to start it.
Pressure on Stafford. Open Whittington has a block from Nacua, leading the way into the red zone. So Whittington, his second grab of this drive, second-year man out of Texas. Missed the last couple with a knee injury. Big factor as he returns.
And Mike, the problem is when you can't stop the run, you have to start blitzing to try and slow that down. Now you're limited in your coverage on the back end. You see all the picks, everybody going up the field, everybody, the receivers, Matthew Stafford, all on the same page, understanding when those two guys blitz, we're going to pick them, we're going to hit a big play.
2 15-yard catches, 1 20-yard reception on this drive. Stafford shot towards the end zone, off the hands of Colby Parkinson, the tight end who had a terrific catch last week for a touchdown against the Bears.
Boy, he did. It was a sensational play. Saved their season in many ways with that catch along the end line. But now you're down here in the red zone. And the place you have to watch with Matthew Stafford is about 15 to 18 yards deep, somewhere right around the goal line there, just outside the hash marks. His no-look passes, so much of the creativity of Matthew Stafford happens just to the right of him down the field.
So Brisker, 9, is hanging out. Second and 10, Stafford. Shorter than that, complete to Williams, tagged by DeMarco Jackson. He's in the game for Chicago. We're in the green dot, the communication guide, because T.J. Edwards fractured his fibula against the Packers in the wild card game.
And that's the other primary play you see, that halfback option. And Mike, they've started using that with Puka Nacua. They've started putting tight ends in the backfield to run that play. That sequence right there, they have just been so good all season long.
10 plus for the touchdown, 4 for the first down. Stafford fired, complete. Williams got the first down. Kyren Williams in front of Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, has it first and goal for LA on this opening drive.
Yeah, Mike, that's the same exact halfback option play, only that time the defender stayed inside, he breaks it to the outside. So it's hard to be right against Matthew Stafford in this offense.
Stafford, 36 touchdowns, 1 pick down here in the red zone. So often it's called to number 17. Devontae Adams, one of the best red zone touchdown reception men in league history. Stafford on the move, looking, still looking, and throws it to the front row. Incomplete.
This game could very easily come down to this. Which team plays better in the red zone down here? Can the Bears, despite the fact they've given up this long drive, hold Matthew Stafford to just a field goal here? They really need a play right now.
Second and goal, it's on the ground. Williams to the end zone for the touchdown. Kyren Williams patiently waits, finds the end zone to cap a 14-play drive, and the Rams are on the board first.
Nice.
We talked about Puka Nacua, the receiver, but watch him here. Come down and get this block. Nicely done by Matthew Stafford. He saw exactly what he wanted, the down block, and there it is. And for Kyren Williams, he is a master that. He is so patient running the ball. And then those lightning quick cuts have been some player for him this year.
Great last couple of years. Harrison Mevis, the first-year kicker, for the extra point. Knocks it through. The Rams stop the Bears on 4th down, taking down the field 14 plays, 85 yards. Capped off by the Williams touchdown run. The 5-seed Rams and Sean McVay on the road in the snow. It's LA on 7.
Thanks for sharing the live. I just can't show commercials.
The world in which we work is one of secrets.
It's important work.
Can I join the party?
That's the only reason you're
I
here.
don't want to get up. Can be a bitch. I don't care.
Someone's been killing all these people.
I thought you were just another secretary.
Really?
Success can look different to everyone. And today, a successful life can be a lot of different things.
What's in your hand?
Oh, it's my little project. I made it.
However you choose to live your life, H&R Block is there for you. For when you go back to school. For when your art isn't starving you anymore. For when your success looks like a failure to your parents. For when your 9 to 5 funds your true passion. For life outside the box.
Mr. Claus, you forgot this.
For an unforgettable gift. Hurry into the Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration now.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl in a kiss cam. This game just got a lot more interesting. Sheila? Mom?
Thanks for liking the live.
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye.
From the producers of 30 Rock, Tracy Morgan and Daniel Radcliffe, they team up in the new comedy The Fall and Rise of Richie Dinkins. That's a special premiere tonight after the game. on NBC. Take you through the Chicago Sports Museum. So many great moments, great stars over the years. And a wonderful sports city. 7-0 Rams. Neva's kickoff sends Duvernay back in. He caught the ball and goes back into the end zone. So it's a touchback there. And we'll check on the Rams defense.
Byron Young, Tennessee. Braden Fisk, Florida State University. Florida Ford, Texas.
Kobe Turner, Richmond and Wake Forest.
Jerry Verse, Florida State University. Nate Landman, Colorado.
Emmanuel Forbes Jr., King of the South.
Quentin Lake, UCLA. Cam Curl, Arkansas. Cameron Kitchens, University of Miami. Kobe Durant, Rooms Drive.
So this Rams defense playing very well mid-season. Chris Shula is the Rams defensive coordinator. The last 7 games, they've given up 27 or more in 5 of them. So that's the place we're watching tonight. Can Chris Shula get this team back to that early season 4? I mentioned the kick was caught in the field of play, taken back in the end zone. Thus, the touchback brings the ball to the 20, not the 35. So Duvernay with a bit of a mistake, not bringing it out and reading the path of the kick. One for Kyle Monongai to the right, nothing there. Loss of a couple. Kaylee, update on Caleb Williams.
Yeah, guys, we saw Caleb Williams clutching his throwing hand after he left the field. You see this hand-to-hand collision he had with the Rams' Kobe Turner there. When he came off to the sideline, he didn't receive any medical attention. He just shook it off. As you can see there, they threw a cape around him, handed him his tablet, and he started preparing for this next drive.
All right, Kaylee, thank you. Kaylee's got the Bears sideline. Melissa with the Rams.
They put a cape around him a bunch of times. Nothing around here.
He's throwing that cape off. It saves the second city's team. 2nd and 12. He's looking at Burton. Luther's got it through the direct tackle. Nice moves by Burton. Great individual effort. Half-yard shy of the first down. Mark just past the 29 for Luther Burden, the rookie out of Missouri.
I'm not sure I have any compliments left for Luther Burden. I wore them all out the last time we watched that young man play, but he has come in here and just done so well. You think about the rookies and the receivers and what they did here. Colston Loveland, Luther Burden, their first 2 picks of this new regime. Boy, have they paid off.
Jordan Smythe in that fullback spot, 3rd and inches. And it's the give to the right side to Monongai, another one of the Bears rookies, the 7th round pick out of Rutgers, gets the first down for Chicago. Handed the ball by Caleb Williams, who won a Heisman, was the first overall pick in the 2024 draft. He started every game since the Bears took him. Low completion percentage in the regular season in that wild card game against the Packers, but the 7 comeback wins in the 4th quarter, most in the NFL. Fielded extra lineman reports it on first down. Williams protected. Keeps it alive. That's what he does so well. But it's dropped by Colston Loveland. So a couple on target, not brought in by the Bears in this first quarter.
Yeah, that hurts because you're going to get perfect protection out of this play-action pass here on an early down. And when you have this much time and you have Caleb Williams and you're throwing it to Colston Loveland, you just need to be able to get that. You can't afford series that go poorly against this Rams offense. You have to match scores.
Xavier comes with blitz from the edge. It's picked up inside throws. Shoveled but caught by Zacchaeus for a gain of 9 right around the 40-yard line. Olamide Zacchaeus, veteran, has been with Washington and Atlanta, among other teams. Yard shot, first down.
Yeah, I like seeing Caleb Williams. So cool. You're going to see the safety blitz come all the way out of center field here. And yet he knew he had plenty of time with that. His guy, Joe Tooney, moving from guard to tackle out there, able to pick it up. And they got something going.
3rd and a full yard here. And we're going to DeAndre Swift on the edge, got the first down and more. Swift for 3 dozen yards to the 48-yard line. Another Chicago first down.
We're going to be talking about a lot of tight ends in this game before we're said and done, and they line up just about everywhere on this team. You got the motion coming over the Cole Kmet, Durham Smythe on the edge, but if the Bears can get a running game going on the edge, DeAndre Swift, that's where he's strongest, right? Mononga's a guy back inside, but some big plays from Swift would really help the Bears.
Free play, flag down. Williams trying to keep it alive to launch it. Downfield, caught by Loveland to the 23-yard line. Recognized it, took advantage of it. Gain of 24 will negate the offside flag.
Offside. Defense number 8. This play is declined. It's a first down.
So Jared Verse is going to try and take advantage of this guard out here playing tackle, trying to get off to the quick start, unable to stay on sides. And now Caleb Williams, in a much more veteran way than we've ever seen him, just sort of calmly executing that play down the field. Big play for the Bears.
Holding run inside the 10. First and goal, Bears. That's the way he's run all year.
And they're running right, and you've got Durham Smythe in the backfield, and then up front you've got Darnell Wright, who is their best player on that offensive line, playing off to the right tackle position. So when they've been running successfully so far, everything's been to that right side.
Extra lineman Theo Benedict reports again. Mononga in the middle. That time the Rams try to bring the heat with Desjuan Johnson for a gain of a yard. So Mononga, the 7th round pick, the rookie. DeAndre Swift, the veteran in year 6. The only pair in the NFL with both running backs over 750 yards this year.
Bring the wide receivers back in the game. They'll spread it out a little bit, which will also bring Caleb Williams' legs and scrambling ability into play here.
Second and goal on the ground. Mononga inside run to the 3-yard line. As we get to the final minute of this first quarter, it's mostly Mononga in this drive, save for the one first down when Ben Johnson put Swift in the game.
I'll just say this. I came into the game really wondering if this whole move of Joe Thuney going to left tackle, Jordan McFadden going to left guard was the right thing to do, because they were so effective from left guard to the right side. But at least so far, those guys have really done a good job.
3 tight ends in, a little confusion with Durham Smythe. 3rd and goal. Timeout taken by Ben Johnson. Saw same thing we were watching, and make sure when you're down here, Chris, as you said, against the Rams, you can't go up with dry possessions.
Yeah, and you got the feeling that Ben Johnson knew that. He went on that first drive rather than taking the field goal. Go ahead and going for it there, because very seldom do you end up in a game with the Rams and field goals are going to decide it. It has really been fun, though, to watch Caleb Williams. And remember, we were talking with Ben Johnson earlier this year about the ball of clay that he is, and he's trying to mold him. Well,
yeah,
that piece of art's looking better and better, isn't it?
That moldable piece of clay has turned into a pretty good quarterback. He's got the Bears in the divisional round for the first time in a decade and a half. 3rd and goal here. Mononga remains the back.
They'll be running it again, thinking they're going for it on 4th.
Smythe in motion. Mononga inside. Rams are on it. Gain of about a yard. Cameron Curl, the safety, came down to help with the initial contact, and now 4th and goal. And Ben Johnson going to keep that decision to the other side. As we'll walk to the other end of the field for the second quarter with 4th and goal just inside the 3. Each team won full possession. The only touchdown for the Rams. Kyron Williams' 4-yard run in the snow on a chilly night in Chicago. After a 1, Rams 7, and the Bears nothing. You're watching the divisional playoffs presented by Intuit TurboTax.
The league's biggest stars shine on a brand new stage, celebrating the season with an AFC-NFC showdown, flag football style. One game, all the sellers. The 2026 Pro Bowl games.
I'm loving this live betting on DraftKings.
With so many options during the game, it feels like I'm calling the plays. Touchdown! See? I bet TD. Who's the king now, Brian?
More like the town fool.
With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings is live when others aren't. So instead of gray, you could be seeing green. Bet on NFL action as it happens with the #1 sportsbook for live betting. All customers bet live every playoff Sunday for a share of $2.5 million in prizes each week. The crown is yours.
Long way this all fits.
Watch me.
Oh, we're watching, Gary. They're right. We need WeatherTech.
I thought they only make floor liners.
Really, Gary? Really, Gary? Who do you think made the seat protector, side window deflectors, no drill mud flaps?
And the cup foam.
And I just ordered WeatherTech's newest products. Ta-da!
Hitch Basket makes for easy loading of heavy and bulky gear and increased storage capacity with a roof basket up top.
WeatherTech for the win.
Buy American at WT.com.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya, with rapid relief at 4 weeks. Many people experienced remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Tonight's playoff site's provided by Nationwide, that building in Chicago. It's called Park West, where they shot the Super Bowl Shuffle back some 4 decades ago. Of course, that famous song the 85 Bears put out, The Road to Success. There they are from that infamous taping. All right, Chris Collinsworth, 4th down. Ben Johnson's got the offense out there.
Colston Loveland is their #1 target down here. He is just off to his right, but they have to get the mobility of Williams somehow in play here. That is their advantage.
4th and goal for the Bears. Williams, first look not there. Back in the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
Oh my goodness, Omar Spades thought he had a pick, but Caleb Williams was too clever. Barely out of the reach, right over his head, in for the touchdown. That may have been a season ago an interception, but now's a touchdown.
We got 2 quarterbacks who can sling it in this cold weather. Great throw, Cairo Santos. For the extra points, every kick's a challenge here tonight with the conditions. Bears respond to the Rams' touchdown with one of their own. New game at 7. They sing Bear Down Chicago Bears. We're back at 30 after this from AWS.
Put the hands up, yeah. Amazing, amazing. Put them hands up. To my brothers and sisters. Put them hands up. Put them hands up. Put them hands up. This world is yours. This world is
Soldier Field rocking as the Bears respond to the 14-play, 85-yard touchdown drive from the Rams with 12 plays and 80 yards to tie the game at 7 apiece. Matthew Stafford back to work. Of course, you think of an LA team in the cold. We saw Stafford in the divisional playoff against Philadelphia. It was the closest the Eagles came to losing a postseason game. And Stafford was terrific in the snow. And he played a bunch of games here and at Lambeau Field during his time with the Lions. So Matthew Stafford has figured out what he needs to do when the weather's like this. And this might be the heaviest of the snow that we get the rest of the night. It's pretty good right now. Rivers couldn't see it. It hit in the end zone, so the Rams will have the ball with good field position. And that gives it to their offense. Maybe the Show Three's company, well, great company for the Rams. Puka Nacua led the NFL in receptions and receiving yards per game with 107. And then the other partner in this, Davante Adams, 14 receiving touchdowns. He's led the league in touchdowns with the Packers, the Raiders, and now the Rams. Added with Matthew Stafford, who led in pass touchdowns. Second time we've had teammates going back to the Grade 07 Patriots team, leading all those. Somewhere Mr. Roper is smiling.
I love this.
If you're over 40, you get it. If you weren't, find it on YouTube. Rams take over at the 35. Blake Corum to back. Stafford back to the air. Pressured this time. Finds space. Put it out. Nearly intercepted by Byard. Coming across the field. Stafford's going to put it in harm's way every once in a while. And Byard's a guy who's kicked a lot of them this year.
Kevin Byard with 7 interceptions right back there. Keep an eye on him as they try to hit this route. But with Matthew Stafford, getting him to move around the pocket is to the Bears' advantage. Getting on the other side of the ball, you clearly do not want to get Caleb Williams on the move too much. But pressure on Stafford is a must. He's too good when he's not affected in that pocket.
2nd and 10. Bears bring an extra rusher. Stafford throws it complete. And I'll take Mumfield with the catch. Gain of a half dozen. Here's Melissa.
Yeah, Mike, I talked to both Davante Adams and Puka Nacua about what makes Matthew Stafford so good. Davante said he's the most locked-in person in the building. Prior to the game-winning touchdown drive last week, he said, Matthew looked at me and said, let's go snatch these guys' hearts before going out and doing just that. Puka said he meets people where they are. He isn't going to communicate with a rookie the same way as a vet. Everyone trusts him completely.
Seen plenty of evidence why over the years. 3rd and 4. Stafford hits, he throws, incomplete. Had to get rid of it quick, the pressure was on with Kyler Gordon. Terrence Ferguson, the rookie tight end, was the intended receiver.
And I wondered whether or not we would see a little more pressure this week out of Dennis Allen. They were so successful bringing some of these defensive backs, in this case Kyler Gordon, around the edge. And with Stafford, you simply can't allow him to sit comfortably in the pocket. He is #1 in the NFL in that statistic, and right now the Bears are coming after him.
Ethan Evans able to get rid of it. Tough to catch in the wind of the snow. Devin Duvernay did at the 10. He did get away from the would-be tackle. Finding some space. Good return by Duvernay. Could have been a loss of 5. It's a return of 10 to the 20-yard line. Bears going to stop on the Rams' second drive. All even at 7. Chicago ball. Soldier Field in a January playoff night.
That was better than a great touchdown. 5 great touchdowns.
Jamal Charles was cooking that game. He's a smaller guy, too. I see a lot of myself in him.
Yeah, we have a 0% chance to score an NFL touchdown.
Are you kidding me right now? Worst case scenario, I would allow my team to grab me, launch me over the line. Like a shot put. It'll hurt a little bit, but it'll be a touchdown.
Different version of the tush push would be the throw push.
Yeah, Cam's down. Touchdown. Do it, coach.
New customers bet $5 on the playoffs and get $300 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets. The crown is yours.
When a shopping cart smashed my headlight, we worried we'd have to fight to get paid for such a small claim.
And life would revolve around the shopping cart. That never happened. Geico got it fixed fast.
It feels good to get going again. It feels good to Geico.
This Friday, I'm not guilty.
You have 90 minutes to prove your innocence,
Or you will be executed. The clock is ticking.
I need to find out who killed my wife.
The clock is ticking.
Let's walk the scene.
The clock is ticking.
There's got to be a reason.
The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
Officer down!
The clock is ticking.
No, I have something here.
This is a chance for you to clear your name, if you believe you can.
Mercy, rated PG-13. Only in theaters Friday.
Short on nothing, big on weekend. Only on Royal Caribbean.
I wanted a trip I'd never forget. The hotel was so beautiful. People, flavors, new experiences. Chase Sapphire Reserve.
NBC's divisional playoff is brought to you by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL. Let's go places. By Royal Caribbean, it's big time. And by Lowe's, tackle your to-do list early to earn your Sunday. This was Saturday. There were a lot of people in Chicagoland feeling no pain on Sunday. All the celebrations and the reactions to the Bears win over the Packers. Many of those folks are here.
I like the guy that had the sleeping baby over there. He was dancing and punching, but he couldn't yell. He wake up the baby.
Drive three for Caleb Williams and the Bears. From the 20-yard line, spun outside, DJ Moore, good in the open field. Kobe Durant to bring him down, and no gain. It has been a magical season for the Bears. We talked about Caleb Williams and the 7 comebacks. Chris, you can feel the belief in the city, at Hallis Hall, in the building. They just feel like when they get in a game, they're tough to knock out.
Yeah, but Ben Johnson said it's already aged him 10 years. Caleb Williams said, I'd really rather win by 50 if we could ever do that. So they're enjoying it, but they've been suffering a little at home just like you guys.
Second and 10. Pressure behind Loveland and incomplete. Saw DeAndre Swift. He was running open down the side. It's third down coming up for the Bears.
I'd say that the Rams defensive line, they do so many stunts, so many different loops, so many different ways to affect your quarterback, and they're getting closer. Byron Young that time came all the way around the edge there and barely missed getting Williams.
In zero left side of your screen, working on Joe Tooney, the guard who bounced out to tackle for this one. 3rd and 10, Loveland trying to pick up blocks. Great fist came off the line for the Rams. Shut that down quick. Limits the gain to 5, and the Bears will punt it away for the first time tonight.
So, Mike, they were trying to show some pressure there, and I think Caleb saw it. So he said, all right, I'm going to throw the quick screen out there. But they ended up dropping out Byron. So, Mike, they were trying to show some pressure there, and I think Caleb saw it. So he said, all right, I'm going to throw the quick screen out there. But they ended up dropping out Byron there, and I think Caleb saw it.